Alright, welcome back to Driveway. Today we're halfway through, or more than halfway through our road trip. And so far the Raider's doing pretty good. Could be a little better. The gearing is not quite ideal for towing something. And speaking of towing something, I got something on the back of this thing that we'll start working on in the driveway. Stay tuned and check it out. Alright, well, since for the most part, for the most part I like the really weird vehicles and stuff that most people don't think of doing or building or that type of stuff. So, of course, my future car here has to be something strange that most people aren't a huge fan of, and somewhat has a cult following, similar to the Raider. So, it's time for the unveiling of the new project car. And bam, there it is. Of course, most people will recognize this as a Chrysler Crossfire. This is something I picked up at auto insurance auction. I got it for the low price of $600 plus the other fees and that type of stuff. And here's all the damage. Like, no damage done to the door. All it is around this wheel well. And if we take a look under here, you can see right here, this control arm is bent. That's about all I can find of hardcore suspension issues. So basically we just need a new wheel, since that's kind of foobarred. And we need to do a little body work around the panel there. It's been previously fixed one other time. So looks like we can probably reuse this bumper cover piece. Kind of just sand it down, get some adhesion promoter on it, and shoot her good. Just a little bit of panel to pull out. It's actually relatively easy. This lip, that we can just beat out with a hammer. We actually had one of those like lip roller things. You could actually straighten the whole wheel well with that. And if we're going for a full stock treatment, we need a new one of these guys. So so far, not too bad. On the inside, the interior is pretty dang nice. Got nice leather seats. Pretty decent. Got this little partition thing in the back here. Looks like keys and such are wrapped around the steering column so you don't lose it. And there's just a crack in the windshield here. And that's pretty darn good. So yeah, that's a new project vehicle. Alright. Well, the morning sun here is pretty intense, but got the Raider back, dragged the car back. Obviously this isn't roadkill because absolutely nothing happened. So everything ran perfectly. We had to take it slow after night falls because lots of deer and other wildlife running across, so didn't want to go bombing down there. Only things of note is a lifted Raider is a brick, so it pretty much made no difference on gas mileage or top speed capability, which was pretty pitiful. Made no difference with or without a car on the back, so that was interesting. Other thing to note, U-Haul trailers kind of tow like crap without a car on it, so that's always fun. Then another fun note is when I picked up the car, I left a pair of pliers on one of these big fender flares, and it was still there when I got to my brother's house 70 miles away. So obviously the truck must ride pretty nice. So yeah, that's about it there. We got the Crossfire in the driveway. So it's like the auction house said that it ran but didn't drive. So I was suspecting there was some sort of like transmission something. But what it was the tire was jammed up into the wheel well, so it wouldn't actually move. So essentially what I did is I just let all the air out of the tire, and now it can drive on its own power. So it drove off the trailer and over here. I figured I didn't need to take it easy on the wheel and tire because that's quite munched. But so yeah, that's essentially our new project. Of course, we're gonna keep doing more stuff to the Raider as we see fit, because it really needs some gears, because I had to choose between third and fourth gear when towing, and it wasn't happening in either one. It's like third was too high geared, fourth was too low, and that transmission has fifth gear. So we're gonna need some like 456 or something in there. That way we can actually get a larger range of gears. Well, if pretty much are wanting to see how this thing shapes up, be sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully we get big enough so we can do some big stuff with it.
because I've got some plans for it, but we need some big money. Alright, see you guys next time.